Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a video summation using the Panopto plugin. Now, first, make sure you're on the correct module and that you have permissions to edit anything on the page. Just make sure this slide shows on your account. Once you click on it, that will change into the editing mode. Now, in this situation, I'm going to use a template and template course. And I'm going to show you the steps on how to create a Panopto video summation for the students. Now the next step is just click on add an activity and resource. Make sure you scroll down, look for the Panopto student summation, click on it, which is this one with the green little icon. Here you will be able to have two different boxes. One is the name, this is compulsory. On this we're going to type test template submission, description. This can be information about your deadline or any other information that you want to provide to the students. So in this situation I'm just going to put a little bit of test. There you go. Make sure you click on display description on course page. That means that all the description that you actually have added into this box, the students will be able to see it once they click on the tile on the front page. Now on here there are a couple of options that needs to be set up. The first one is allow submissions from. So that means once you set up the date, here that's where the students will be able to see the link, or at least they will be able to submit from. So in this situation it's open from the 7th of June 2024, 12/24. Now the following one is the due date or the deadline. So again, the deadline needs to be set up. What if your partnership allows submission until 2 o'clock or until midnight? This needs to be set up. Now again, if late submissions is allowed on your partnership, just make sure to set up the cutoff date. So if it's for a week after the deadline or for 2 days after the deadline, then again date needs to be set up on this one. Make sure to prevent the late submission still as no, and then allow resubmitting. This needs to be yes. For the only reason is because we are going to allow the students to submit as many times until they are satisfied, until again the due date or the cutoff, if that is actually enabled on the settings. Coming back to the notifications, we don't need to set up these ones unless you want send any notifications from Moodle to either the graders or the students, but again I don't recommend to set up this one as yes, because then you will be bombarded with a lot of emails in regards to this one, depending on how many students we are actually talking about on the partnership that has been assigned. Coming down into the grade, just make sure the grade is 40 if your partnership allows grades from 1 to 100, or if it's for Pearson from 1 to 4. In this case, if it's for Pearson, the pass is number 2. Coming back to the common module settings, you don't need to do anything on this one, don't need to change it. Restrictions, we don't need to set up restrictions. When it comes to activity completion, really this is actually really important to set up. Once you set up this one, then make sure you choose show activity as complete when conditions are met, and choose any of the conditions that you want the students to complete. Once it's all set up, we don't need tags. And if your module encourage any competency frameworks, then this will need to be set up. If not, leave it as it is. Once this is all set up, click on save and display, and then this is just going to take you back into the page. Right, once you are here you will be able to see the number of participants and the number of submissions that actually been completed, or at least uploaded into the submission. In this situation, I'm just going to show you a test with a couple of submissions that we actually have done. Just before you actually do anything, once you have completed it, make sure you turn the edit mode, so that will take you back into the normal. Click on your tile, go into your Panopto video. On these situations, we have this option where on this we currently have 6 participants and there are 2 different summations. What is your next step? Very simple. Click on the grade button. That will take you into the place where you'll be able to see all the names of the students, email address, and the status. On the status, this normally looks very similar to the assignment summation activity. And all you need to do is select the ones that you need to grade. In this case, I'm going to show you my own summation. So instead of without grade, all you need to click on some grade, but on this occasion I'm just going to click on update. Here you will be able to see the video that the student actually been uploaded. Once you complete watching the video, then you have 2 options. One is grading. Again, this one is set up for person, so depending of the grade that this is going to be for the particular video, then you will input that on the box. Again, if there is a feedback needed, the box for the feedback is there. Once you have set out the feedback, make sure you tick this one, or at least leave it as no, as default, and then save changes. Once you click on save changes, that is going to take you back into this one, and then you will be able to see that the grades and the feedback has actually been set placed onto the student's information. Once you have completed this, if you require any additional information, please get in contact with us on the LRT at globalbanking.ac.uk. Thanks for watching.